All right, we're joined here by head coach of Metro State University, Annie Van Wetsinga, and senior student athletes, right fielder Danny Sandell, center catcher Kelsey Tillery, and pitcher Aubrey Mall. Coach, just open up a few opening statements for me.
Yeah, obviously the game started a little rough with the bottom half of the first inning. We were just, I think, back on our heels a little bit. We weren't playing as aggressively and with enough confidence that we would like to see them out there. But it was nice. Aubrey kind of contained the damage, executing her pitches, and the team they stuck together. And finally, we kind of got it together, and we just got more aggressive. Came out with more confidence after the first couple innings, and I think the result, we saw that we started attacking more at the plate, and when the ball was hit out in defense, we were starting to go after it harder.
Can we open up some questions?
Do you feel it was nerves in that very first inning? First time for some of these girls in NCAA. Do you feel that had something to do with it?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, we've kind of touched on it a little bit. There's only been a couple of our players that have been in NCAA playoffs, so that plays a little bit of a factor. And we've just been trying to talk as much as possible about controlling what we can control, and that's our confidence, our effort, our aggressiveness. I truly believe if we just come out and kind of play the way we ended that last half of that game, we can play with anybody, and it's just about carrying ourselves the right way and not giving up the big innings, which we did do a nice job of that.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about Aubrey's performance and going through? And while there was base runners, never really got to her outside that first inning.
But that's how it's been all year for Aubrey. She's probably one of the toughest players I've ever coached, and nothing really gets to her that much when we've been in the situation before. Runners get on base, maybe that she gives up a hit here or there, maybe there's an error, a tough call, whatever it is. She does a great job of coming back, refocusing, knowing what her job is, which is coming back, executing her pitch, don't give up the big inning. And yeah, that's exactly what she did, and really that's kind of what I've come to expect of her. She's tough like that and has great composure.
Big fifth inning, 7 runs there. Talk a little bit about what happened there, and just finally getting to that great pitcher they have over there.
Yeah, I think it was attacking. I think when our girls were seeing the pitch that they liked, there was no hesitation. They were driving through the ball. We were driving all fields, which was nice. It was something we were kind of talking about with them, kind of working up the middle a little bit more rather than trying to pull so much. And they did a great job of making those adjustments. And that's kind of how we have been offensively. Sometimes it might take us a time through the lineup to get us going, but then we make our adjustments. So I was very happy the way we were driving the ball to all fields and capitalizing on opportunities.
Kelsey, just talk about you playing an NCAA tournament game, come out with the win. What are some of your initial thoughts afterwards once that final out was recorded?
I think we have more confidence now that we won the first game, and like we said, we started pressing the first 2 innings, and we started playing our ball and waiting for our pitch and knowing when the ball hit to us, we can get it. And so just getting over that first win, I think we're going to come out more confident in the next game. So
Spears Street Smasher returning 2 home runs in the game. Well, you like what the pitcher was giving you? Talk about that.
The first 2 hits I didn't do too well because I wasn't hitting my pitch, and Coach talked to me and told me to wait, like she always does. And so I waited for my pitch, tried to hit it up the middle, and it went. So that was good.
Danny, can you talk about starting things off on the right foot offensively? What did you see on that pitch, and how excited were you to go around those base paths?
It was really exciting, actually. To start off an inning like that is exciting because it's not usually how we start. But at the same time, I know we have nothing to lose. So, if you go up there and give it all, then stuff like that happens.
How much confidence to give you guys? Lander's such a great pitcher, 24 wins, ERA under 3. To come out with the runs you did, that must be just such a boost for you guys confidence-wise.
It was, yeah. I think that at first she a little bit got to us. We were coming out of our shoes a little bit, and then once we settled in, I think all we had to do was sit and drive, and we did it.
You talk about Aubrey's performance and being able to keep. There was some base pass on there, but you guys had to step up defensively. She kept those guys off the boards, and you guys did a good job making sure they didn't come home.
I think, like Coach said, we expect that out of her now, and she's comfortable. It might take the first inning or whatever to get comfortable, but when she's in there, we've got her back, and I think we've done that all season. We're going to continue to do that.
I mean, you talk about your defense a little bit there, a little rough there in the early goings, but they really picked you up, and there were some base runners out there.
Oh yeah, I think, you know, sometimes in the first couple innings we come out a little flat, but they picked it up and they made some great plays out there.
What's it like going up against another pitcher like that who's just as good? I mean, you must get some sort of energy out of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to go against somebody like that, and I think we came out and we weren't afraid of it. And, you know, we came out and finally after a couple innings we saw her and we were hitting her hard.
So 7 runs in that inning. You're out there watching this go on. You're contributing out there. What was that like?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, to be back here again, it's a great feeling, and you know, I think after this win, we can just kind of breathe a little bit and know that we can compete with anybody out here.
Being on the luxury side of hanging out with you guys, and so you guys looked really loose. You guys were singing there in the bus. How much does that play a factor for you guys? I mean, to play as a team, you're gone this far, and it just seems like you guys aren't tight at all.
Oh yeah, everybody's you know, playing together, and you know, we just like to come into the games loose and having fun, and you know, that's the best way we can play is having fun out there.
Coach, anything else you'd like to add?
I guess just on the last piece about having fun, I think that we've had a lot of different adversity and a lot of different steps we've taken all year, but I think the biggest one was last weekend when we lost in the conference tournament to Fort Lewis, and I think that just switched a big switch for our players. I think since then they've been much more loose. I think, and I think a lot of it is I think they truly enjoy playing together. They've really come together as a team, and they're not ready to be done playing. And to them, they're just focusing on the fun. And I think we talked about it, they're focusing on these extra opportunities to be able to play together.
I got a question. Were both teams kind of pressing early? It seemed like both teams left a lot of runners on base those first 4 innings. They left the bases loaded twice.
Mm-hmm.
We left second and third in the second inning, and all of a sudden, you know, the 5th inning, 2 outs, we got a runner on third, and here it goes again, and then boom, the floodgates open for 7 runs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's NCAA's, it's the regionals. You know, everybody kind of knows what the deal is, and it's a bigger game. It's a bigger situation a little bit, and so I think it's a natural at the beginning to press a little bit. What's nice, especially last weekend, we were in these situations multiple times, and so I think our girls were a little bit more at ease in terms of, hey, we can get out of it. You know, the bases are loaded, so what? You know, we just did this last weekend, 6 games in a row. So you know, we're here, we're ready to play. Let's do it.
What happened on that pop up in the first inning? Maybe it's maybe a question for Aubrey.
Nobody caught it. I think, you know, it's nerves. You know, being a little bit scared. We have a freshman out there at shortstop right now. Got a big injury, obviously, to junior Susie Ori. And Cassidy's been doing a good job. She's done, I think, better even than what any of us could have expected coming into that situation and filling in. But she's still going to be a freshman, and this is the NCAA's, you know. And I think she was a little bit back on her heels, wanting maybe like, hey, Mary, come on over, get it, or somebody else go get it. But I also think it flipped the switch with her in front. After that moment, she was like, okay, I'm here. So I think it was a little bit of freshman jitters there.
All right, Coach, ladies, congratulations on the win today. Metro State will play tomorrow, the winner of West Texas A&M Midwestern State at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.